Hey, welcome. I know there's a lot of talk out there about which is the best metal detector, but today we're going to talk about pinpointers. The pinpointer is just what the name entails. It's a device that pinpoints an object, and really it's a must-have for any detectors. It's going to save you a ton of time in the field and will get you into places you just can't get with your metal detector. So today I'm going to test several popular brands that are out on the market. The prices range dramatically, and hopefully we can identify which one's the best. Now, some of these pinpointers have some really advanced features, and there's a lot of different settings, but we're going to test them straight out of the box to see how they perform. First up is the Garrett Pro Pointer AT, aka Garrett Carrot. This pinpointer is waterproof up to 20 feet, has 3 sensitivity levels that are programmable, and it comes with a lost alarm, fast tune, 360 detection range, a scraping blade, and an LED flashlight. It uses a 9-volt battery and will run you about $128. Next is the MindLab ProFind 35. This pinpointer is waterproof up to 10 feet and it has 5 levels of sensitivity. It also comes with an LED flashlight, lost alarm, and it operates on a DIF technology, which basically means it won't interfere with your detector. One of the unique features it has is a ferrous tone ID, where it can discriminate between iron and other metals. This pinpointer uses a 9-volt battery and will run you $129. As for the GP pointers, it's a pretty basic pinpointer. It does claim to be waterproof and has 360 side detection. There is an LED flashlight, but it only has one level of sensitivity, so basically you're just going to get one tone. It uses a 9-volt battery and costs about $18. Finally, there's the Fisher F Pulse. This pinpointer is waterproof up to 6 feet, and it operates on pulse induction technology, making it super sensitive. It has 3 levels of sensitivity, 360 detection, and it also has a lost alarm, low battery alarm, and an LED flashlight. It runs on 2 AA batteries, and the price is $149. Using a 1940 mercury dime, I'm going to perform a couple of tests. The first one is an open air test, and the second one will be a topsoil test. Here is the Garrett Pro Pointer AT. It's about 1.5 inches. Here is the MindLab ProFind 35. It's about 1.75 inches. Here is the GP pointer. It's about 3/4 of an inch. And here is the Fisher F Pulse. The first time I turned it on, you're about the same, about 1 inch. But watch what happens when I turn it off and back on again. It's like the sensitivity level changed. Now it's hitting about 3.25. The Garrett. About 3/4 of an inch. The Mind Lab. It's about an inch. The GP pointer. Picks it up about 3/4, but it's not solid as far as the signal. Gotta get a little bit closer, about a 1/2 inch. And then the Fisher. It's already picking it up. About 2 inches. In conclusion, I guess if you really don't have a lot of money to spend, a cheap pinpointer is better than no pinpointer, but I just was not that impressed with the GP pointer. First of all, it only has one sensitivity setting, and you basically have to be right on top of an object. The other thing too is it claims to be waterproof, but when I checked the rating, it's really only water resistant. So if you were to submerge this, it definitely would ruin it. So my suggestion, spend a little bit more money and stay away from the cheap imports. As far as the other three, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. I was really impressed with the sensitivity on the Fisher F-Pulse. I mean, it was crazy. Right out of the box, it had the lowest setting, but it far outperformed all the other pinpointers. The only thing that kind of threw me with the Fisher was sometimes when I turned it on, the setting seemed to be different. I'm not quite sure why that is, but a really great pinpointer, especially as far as its sensitivity levels. And so I think you'd be really happy if you went with this one. When it comes to the Garrett and the Mind Lab, I really like the Garrett in the fact that it is well built and is a solid pinpointer. It also has the highest waterproof rating and can be submerged up to 20 feet. You also notice it has this nice digging ridge right here on the edge. Overall, a really great pinpointer, and I think you'd be happy with it. That leaves the Mind Lab. And I tell you, I really do love this pinpointer. First of all, it comes with a couple of unique features that you can't find on any other device. It's also a little bit more sensitive than the Garrett. It has plenty of sensitivity levels if you want to adjust it. It's also waterproof, and overall, just a great pinpointer. Okay, tip number one, when you find something, always make sure that you double check the hole. Just in case something else is buried underneath. All right, tip number two. When your pinpointer picks up an object, it's going to beep. As it gets closer, those beeps become closer together until it becomes a solid tone. Lastly, and it's kind of a no-brainer, but always bring extra batteries. Well, I hope you liked this video. If so, please subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other videos at Metal Detecting Utah in search